hand over our list of grievances as a industry and within the alliance of the National Towing Associations, we've got ITOs as well. We know that the regional associations are in support as well. So thank you for everyone that made the time, the travels coming from near and far. We thank you all. Good morning to you, Mr. Collins, CEO of the AA. Thank you for availing yourself to accept this memorandum from us. In my hand here, we've got a memorandum or petition of the concerns of the industry, which are not new. Nothing in here is new. Nothing in here the AA does not know about. So here's our memorandum, Mr. Collins, and us as an industry would like a response from you within 5 days in writing as to addressing the concerns that are on this petition. Yeah. So upon accepting this, Mr. Collins, as I requested for that 5 days, we would request a meeting from you with the industry heads to come and sit down, and then we can have a very long discussion around the concerns that we are heading over.
Good morning, everyone. I think it's important from myself and the AA to acknowledge the receipt of the document, to acknowledge the challenges that are facing the industry as a whole. And based on those, we commit on our side to meet with the associations and also interact with all our suppliers with regards to making sure that whatever things that we commit to is things that we've already discussed with our suppliers. Thank you. Now, I just said is I've acknowledged the receipt of the document that you guys are coming here to present, but also indicate to each and every one of you that from an AA perspective, we've always been committed, we've always had conversations. We will go out and have conversations with our suppliers and make sure that we are able to pass through the comments that you've given to us. And then we'll feed back to the industry. We will commit to a meeting. I know that Brian and the team are asking us to come back to you within the next 5 days. Unfortunately, I'm not in town in the next 5 days, but we'll make sure that we have a meeting to discuss the issues.
Hello. Okay, we've heard from Mr. Khumalo. We want that meeting. We want to be able to collectively discuss and disseminate and agree upon what we're going to do to get this industry's problem solved. We don't want these guys to be the problem. If they want to be towers, they better bring 10 trucks out now and follow us down to Discovery. Come work with us. Come with us, Mr. Khumalo, to Discovery. Show solidarity with the towers. You want to operate in our community, be part of our community. Join us. Coming with us to the Please, Mr. Khumalo, to go a long way to showing your sincerity, sir, if you just start your engine. I see there are quite a lot of trucks parked up there just waiting to be convoy.
An answer?
Do we make spaces so we can get those trucks out here? Are you coming, Mr. Collins Khumalo? Come, join us. Show solidarity with us.
Awesome!
Come part of the solution and not part of the problem, sir.
Bring the yellow tankers. Yeah. Bring a rig also. Yeah. The yellow rig.
What's your decision, sir? What's
President,
your decision, Mr. Khumalo? You're bringing 10 trucks. We only want 10. We brought about 200 here. 10 is just a small little token gesture. Come, bring that.
Yes, I'm listening.
Less than 10% of your trucks.
The answer is no. That message we're carrying to Discovery today is a holistic message for the entire insurance and roadside assistance customer base. You use our services. You share in our services. You supply our services as a competitor within our industry.
Enough now. AA must decide whether they want to be towers or call center. You cannot be Jomosono.
be a player and a referee at the same time. Enough is enough, Mr. Collins.
We are serving you very well. Your clients are happy.
We are gathered here in unity today. In unity to address issues that are serious to us. The sustainability of our businesses. The respect for the hard work that we do. We are not gardeners cutting grass with lawnmowers that we should be paid peanuts. Gardener money, lawnmower money for using our assets, risking our lives, working all hours of the day, rain and shine, sun and snow, to help people in distress, customers, and keep them happy, and yet we are disrespected by the glass tower. We cannot have this. We want fair dispensations across the board. We want a distribution of work that is equitable amongst the membership. It's not about the ability to work alone, it's about the ability to work, the capacity to work at a fair and sustainable rate. We have had discussions, we have not met consensus. We need to proceed with those discussions in the right direction. I have found in my engagements prior to this time, there is a sincerity and a genuineness, but a lack of understanding from the glass tower down to the street. And we need to bridge that gap. So we invite them, come spend a night with us in the trucks. See how it is when we are cleaning blood from the streets. When we are picking up your clients and putting them and the pieces out of their car, them in the ambulance and the pieces of their car in our trucks to save and salvage. That Ferrari that we saw towed in Houghton for 1,500 rand, it's not these people, but it's an illustration of what is sick in this industry. And for us to operate a decent and make a business and make a decent living, we need to operate in a healthy industry. And a healthy industry starts here when our clients and our stakeholders share and are sympathetic towards them as we are.
Mr. Osip, and as you've heard the requests and the grievances from the towing community, we are saying we are standing as one. We are joining hands as one. The corporate environment has taken advantage of our fragmented industry, talking to one in one corner, talking to the other in the other corner. Now we are united. Yeah, what does all right, so we are here to present Mr. Osip with our petition of grievances and requesting that they set up a meeting with us as industry within 5 days so that we can go through all of these grievances and obviously work out an amicable solution to what is needed. What we have failed to understand, many will look back and sit from corporates and say, but then we're giving you what looks better than what others are giving you, and forget the human element out of it. You must understand one thing, guys. We are dealing with very clever people who are actuaries that work with numbers. And as much as I think we don't understand numbers, we know numbers on how to run our businesses and to run sustainable businesses, which is currently not the case. The man-time, the staff that we have, the guys operating that deck that is loading that very expensive car that is insured by Discovery, that is not taking into account that driver that is standing in the rain on a freeway, a busy freeway, that risks his life every day just to feed his family. And we are looked at as numbers. No, we push in the averages and we say we're giving you enough. Well, it's not enough. It's never been enough in this industry. We have gone 10 years back on rates. We are nowhere near where we should be for a sustainable industry. When we do our maths, if we had increases based on CPI every year, we should have been on accident rates of 4.5 to 5,000 rand for an accident. We are busy negotiating for 2.5. And we must be okay with that. And it's unfortunate that we are using them as an example. They are far worse. They're just a better bunch of the worst bunch in our industry.
Yes.
And it's time we stand up. We cannot take this anymore. It's time we stand up. We cannot take these low rates anymore. Unsustainable rates that we're always being presented with. And we must somehow agree. In some of the responses that have been coming back from Discovery, there's been enough consultation. I was not consulted. My association was not consulted. We were told that this is what you are getting.
Aye.
Is that a consultation?
Aye.
When we consult, you call me and you say, this is what we're thinking. What are your thoughts? I give you my thoughts and support what I'm saying. That hasn't happened. Further to that, we want to know the work distribution. How is the work being distributed? Because we're not getting the tolls. We're not getting the tolls. Why are others prioritized or preferred? This is word, preferred service provider. None of our members are preferred service providers. So I think we have highlighted the most important things from our frustration. Mr. Osip, there you go, sir. That is our petition to you, which we require a response or a meeting, arrangement of a meeting. As the secretary of NATA and obviously the coalition of the towing associations, my details are on there. I'll be expecting that email to arrange for that meeting to happen so that industry can now engage with you and voice these concerns.
What does he have to say
In
for
5 days.
himself or Discovery?
Yes,
On behalf of Discovery himself, he must say something. We need to know.
all right.
On behalf of Discovery, we hear you. Ron will set up some time and we'll meet with you.
Collectively.
Collectively, all the right
The
stakeholders.
leadership of the associations to meet at one table. It's what we asked for a few months ago. Speak to all of us. Don't divide us and dictate. Come together with us and communicate. I would remind you people last year when Discovery were thrown under the bus by Europe Assist, they came to us for assistance to establish their network within their own in-house. They appealed to us to assist them. They tabled rates that were the previous year's rates. They tabled rates for 2017 that they wanted to carry to 2018. When we objected, they said, please guys, we appeal to you. Help us get out from under this mess. Because on 1 December, we got to go live. You know what happens in December, guys?
Yes.
It's our time.
Cars in
This
yards.
country moves.
Cars
So
in
we
yards.
did on the undertaking that they would revisit the rate in February. When I came here in January to open that discussion with Tanya Rulovsa, I sat down with her. You know what she told me? And I tell you verbatim. Tell him, Zweli, fuck off from outsurance. And what did we do, Zweli?
We got it.
And still they don't listen. Now we need to fix that promise. This increase they're talking now is one increase short. One, we want the one from February and we want this one now. And we're not going to ask for back pay. We want it going forward. We're not that blind that we can't help, but we want to see reciprocity. We tell you what we work for, not you tell us. You don't go into the restaurant, order a mixed grilled butt, and then you want another price for every piece of meat in the black meat. No memorandum today because with respect, these guys already sort of showed sympathy in the last couple of days and said they're willing to talk, but we had to complete the exercise. We had permission from the Johannesburg Metro Police Department to run 150 trucks today on this journey. So we showed them we can do it. We showed the world do it. I'm sure we're going to do some more, but we don't want to do it. We only people to listen. Absolutely. The memorandum was accepted by Tom Foster, the CEO of this company, sure. And we should be meeting with them as leadership. Our concerns with them as a group, not individually.
Purely on trade and accident, or only accident. And we need to ensure that the sustainability of those businesses continue. But it cannot continue if we have people that are enjoying preferential treatment from other areas coming into the areas where these people work. So the work must be shared equally in those areas that you are, and not given 25 to 1 and 1 to 1.
They don't have a problem with it. Another question is, like for example, me myself, I've applied how many times to get on the panel? Sorry, we've got enough service providers.
I just think they could now.
We were, myself and Brian and Lobo were the conveners of this rally. We want to thank you all for your good behavior, for respecting the fact that it was us on the line here that would have gone down and got locked up or whatever if you guys had misbehaved. Our responsibility, with the confirmation of the South African Police Services and the Johannesburg Metro Police Department, ends here. I respect my partner in this effort. I respect the old man Tony who did the lot of work. I respect all of you and the associations that came along here. Our work is done.